It has been exactly 1 month since I got my heart broken the most that I've ever gotten it broken as a Packers fan on January 22nd, 2022. And now, this is a video that I've been waiting to post for quite some time now, how the Packers should go into the offseason. I didn't want to post this video because, I wanted to win the Super Bowl, blah, 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 but now it's like, I'm like in my post-depression phase.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, I'm going to need some help after that loss. Like, it's been a month, and I'm still talking about it. But anyways, make sure you subscribe to the channel down below if you're new here. One subscribe a day keeps the pain away. But anyways, let's get right into this video. So the day following the loss, I'm taking a look at my phone. I've tried to see any news about any free agency signings or any interest that we have, anybody leaving. And it's the fact that we are expected to sign QB Kurt Benkert to an extension. So which honestly, in my opinion, I don't see anything bad from that at all. I think Kurt Benkert is definitely going to provide some good energy to us. I don't think he's going to be, our starting franchise quarterback, obviously, but I think he can definitely provide some good in our franchise for sure. And everybody in Green Bay loves him. So our biggest snag of the season in Rasul Douglas was asked if he's going to come back next year. And he says that he would love to. And he just says he wants to get a little bit more paid of what he was paid this past year, which is actually not a lot because, he was extremely underpaid and he absolutely balled out with 2 pick sixes on the year. And I can read his stats for days and days. But Rasul Douglas is expected to come back. Hopefully he does. We have my number one favorite acquisition of the offseason so far. We have Rich Basaka, the former intern Raiders head coach, coming to Green Bay. Guys, all I got to say is this guy should be a head coach in the NFL right now. And he is literally the key, and he is our savior to becoming great next year if we decide to run it back. If we rebuild, then, we have other issues than just special teams. But right now, special teams is our big gashing problem. It's been our weakness for the past 2 years. Obviously is the reason why we lost in this past year's divisional round. Don't even get me started. I want to drink bleach every time I talk about our special teams. So by signing Rich Basaka, this can literally clean up all of our problems. And I thank you, Brian Gutekunst, for doing something good for us. I genuinely appreciate this hiring, and Rich Basaka, welcome to Green Bay, because, oh my God, I cannot wait to just finally have a good special teams, and this is the first step to doing that. All those people that I listed, and by the way, the quarterback coach that we just signed 2 days ago, which I'm going to talk about in a bit, those are all of the inclusions / the re-signings that we're expected to have this year. But let's talk about a major issue that we have. And I'm taking a look at underthecap.com right here. And we are under the cap by $50 million, guys. 50 G's. $50 million. Okay. 127 mil from is the offense, 129 mil is defense, and special teams is 6 mil. We can just sell our entire special teams. I don't even care. They can take all of our 6 million. But okay. First things first, let's talk about a man named Darius Smith. So with us being negative $50 million under the cap, and with Darius Smith being the second highest or the third or fourth highest Packers player on our football team, I would say there's a 90% chance or 100% chance, you might even just say that at this point, that Darius Smith does not play for the Packers next year. Literally right after we lost to the 49ers, he came out on Instagram, he said, "Thank you, Green Bay." And then 2 days ago, or a day ago, I think it was, he unfollowed the Green Bay Packers on Instagram, and he also deleted all Packers posts, but he deleted all of his posts. So I'm going to hate this, but man, I'm going to miss you, Z. He was such an energetic guy in our locker room, and he was the leader of our D train. I remember back in our 2021 playoff run before, this past year, whenever we made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. And of course, we choked that year as well. Our defense was a lot of fun to watch, as well as this year. And I have so many good memories of Darius Smith, and I wish him the best wherever he plays next. But, there's no way we can afford him. So This is step one of the many more big and hard decisions that are going to be to come. I'm going to be really honest, though. Even with Darius Smith leaving our team, I don't think we're going to be losing out on much on our defense. Preston Smith is still going to go crazy. Rashawn Gary had an amazing year last year. Dean Lowry, Kenny Clark, Devondre Campbell, and the list goes on and on. So I think we're very, very good with picking up low-key players and turning them into absolute studs. That's what Green Bay is literally known for. So I think our defensive line is going to be just fine either way. We're only 5.5 minutes into this video, and we still haven't addressed the big elephant in the room. These two guys right here. Are we going to see them play for the green and gold once again? I have no idea. Because let me be very honest, Davante Adams is going to go whatever Aaron Rodgers' decision is going to turn out to be. If Aaron Rodgers stays, then he's probably going to get franchise tagged or whatever he's going to need to do to stay one more year. The Packers are going to work something out. And if Aaron Rodgers leaves, then either Davante Adams is going to leave with him on the same team, or he's just going to go to a different team. Probably the Raiders. I can see him on the Raiders, but I want to see him right here. Since Aaron Rodgers is the key to everything, let's talk about Rodgers. This man just came off winning 2 back-to-back MVPs straight. And you saw in his little MVP speech, he was just thanking the organization. He was thanking Matt LaFleur and all of those guys behind the front office. And he sounded like he was grateful for the organization, but at the same time, after the interview, he stated that all of the options are on the table. And he also said that in multiple interviews and on the Pat McAfee show and all that kind of stuff. So Aaron Rodgers is like the most confusing guy behind interviews and stuff like that, because he provides such honest and in-depth answers, but he kind of twists his words in some ways. So it's kind of weird. But here's what I got to say. I think the Packers are doing everything right. They came out and said that they are not picking up calls. Obviously, Denver are trying to lure Aaron Rodgers in by hiring Nathaniel Hackett. And you know what we did? We lured him with hiring Tom Clements. And if this right here is the plan to make a run for the Super Bowl next year by hiring Tom Clements and fulfilling Rodgers' needs, I like it, but it's going to be hard because obviously the Rodgers might want Randall Cobb back next year, right? But I don't know if we can do that because he costs $9 million. And I mean, if it was any other player besides Randall Cobb who makes $9 million like that with that production, we'd probably have to cut him. But it's Randall Cobb, and he has a very, very close relationship with Rodgers. So it's so tough. And not to mention, we have a big wide receiver problem. If Davante Adams doesn't come back next year, then we also have Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who's also a free agent, and Alan Lazard. Those 2 players right now. I'm feeling very good about our backfield and all those other guys, but I mean, we have a big wide receiver problem. I think we 100,000% need to prioritize the wide receiver position in the draft. Hot take. This is going to be a really hot take. But what my brain wants is to just say goodbye to everybody, start fresh, start rebuilding, and just start all over again. But my heart says keep Rodgers for another year. And even though we might choke again, even though it might happen again, it's worth a shot. So that's what my brain wants versus what my heart wants. I guess, I'd rather take Rodgers back. I mean, he's my favorite football player of all time. So hopefully we get Rodgers back. Hopefully we run it back. And man, there's only 2 big signings that happened with Rich Basaka and Tom Clements. There's going to be so much more Packers news coming throughout the regular season. Well, throughout the offseason, with a lot of offseason content coming up on this channel. I'm going to be doing basketball. I'm going to be doing NFL draft, covering all of the all 32 NFL teams, how they can improve throughout the offseason, along with March Madness predictions in the NBA playoffs. I got a lot of offseason content coming on this channel, along with some superhero and Marvel stuff whenever I feel like posting that. But my socials will be down below in case you want to follow me on TikTok. I do have a podcast that I'm starting up, so it should be very interesting. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next Packers video. Like I said, coming all off season long. Once again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.